King D, back with another one, and this one is 20 online dating sins that men commit. Now, I told you I'd be coming for you, and now there's two ends to this spectrum as well, but we will deal with both sides, because it's not good either way. And I will say it's a tricky one for me, because I don't go scrolling through Tinder and whatnot looking at men. So I've had to ask the ladies for some help on this one. And my God, I am blown away, chaps. We have got some serious work to do, you bunch of degenerates. Seriously, if you can relate to some of these, hang your fucking head in shame.
Number 1.
The sex talk. You thirsty motherfuckers. Now, fair enough, if that's all you're after, then you're saving yourself some time, I suppose, and you're saving her a lot of time as well. But come on now, this is no way to start a conversation. Just think about it, if you're walking up to somebody in the street, I wouldn't just go up to some woman and go,
Look, fancy a shag, here's me knob.
Which brings me to
Number 2.
dick pics. I can't even believe I'm saying this one. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, have you ever really looked at a dick? It's not that pretty now, is it? I've never seen a woman look at a dick and think, oh yeah, I want to jump on that. Well, maybe I have, but you got to get her in the mood first.
Number 3.
The fishing pics. Now, I'm sorry to say this, chaps, and I hate to break it to you, I really do, but in the history of mankind, there has never been a woman look at a picture of a man holding a big fish thinking, yep, that's wetting my knickers. If anything, you're turning her off, because now she's thinking, oh, fishy fingers over there, no thanks. Which is kind of ironic, really.
Number 4.
My ex is a psycho. Is she, pal? Is she really? Well, guess what, numbnuts? You blurting that one out straight off the bat, she's going to think you're the problem. And maybe you are. Whether she's a psycho or not, keep that shit to yourself. Us men, we don't want drama, and they don't want that kind of drama either.
Number 5.
Talking about your ex full stop. What are you doing? She doesn't want to hear it. Now, if you came up to me banging about your ex, all I'm thinking of is, this guy is not over this woman one bit. And if she's thinking that, why is she going to waste her time with you?
Number 6.
Being disrespectful. Now, I'll bash modern feminism till the cows come home, but I will 100% respect all women, and you should too. And if you're following my channel, you definitely should.
You better do.
Now, if she doesn't feel like you respect her, she ain't gonna bother then, is she? But that doesn't mean you can't be playful, though, and tease her. That's something else entirely.
Number 7.
I'm an alpha male. Of course you are, pal. Any bloke saying he's an alpha male is definitely not an alpha male. Now put your big boy pants on and grow the fuck up.
Number 8.
Angry face. Why are you trying to look mean, you weirdo? You're trying to get a date, not organise a fight.
9.
The filters. Fucking hell, lads. It's bad enough the women do it. Suppose you use tampons as well, do you? Give your head a shake.
Number 10.
Stalking her on social media. Now, if she catches wind of you stalking her on social media, she's going to be thinking, what's this weird prick going to do when we start dating? And can you blame her?
Number 11.
Asking her for nudes. You can type naked lady into Google, you fucking dick. You just look desperate and weird.
Oh, can you send me a nude, please?
I want to see your flesh. Number 12.
Being creepy in general. Now, if you're thinking to yourself before you send that message that, maybe she'll find this a bit creepy, maybe you shouldn't send it. Or maybe ask a friend first, and he can tell you how much of a fucking weirdo you are.
Number 13.
Now, this is the other end of the spectrum. Being too nice. The nice guys. Scared to rock the boat. agreeing with her with everything, showering her with compliments. How's that working out for you so far? Stop putting them on a pedestal. They shit and fart just like the rest of us, and you are boring her to tears.
Number 14.
Getting too excited or needy. So you matched with a hottie, did you? Good for you. Well, if you're going to act like she's better than you, what do you think she's going to think? Calm your tits.
Number 15.
Handling rejection badly. So she didn't message you back, and you're feeling a little bit bummed out about this. So what do? Well, instead of taking it on the chin like a man, you decide to name call her.
You dumb bitch.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. What do you think she's going to do when she reads that?
Oh wow, I got this guy all wrong. I think maybe he's the one.
No. She's thinking, what a fucking child you are. Now I will cover in a future video what you can say if she does suddenly just ignore you and not message you back. We'll have to wait for that one. And I will say there are ways around it without looking like you're needy or desperate. And it may actually start the conversation back up.
Number 16.
You don't stand out. Now if you're saying and doing all the same things as everybody else, what makes her think that you're going to be any better than them? This goes for your profile and the way you talk to them, which we will cover in a future video.
Number 17.
Not taking action. Now there's too many chaps. They get far too comfortable with their phones. I think people do in general nowadays. And you're quite happy just getting a text back from her. And you're just texting. And you're not progressing or escalating. Now the point of online dating is to get her on a fucking date. So what are you pissing about at? As soon as you've built rapport, get that phone number and get her on a date. Otherwise, you're just going to end up in the friend zone. And what does that mean? That means she's going to get free validation and attention from you whenever she likes. And what are you going to get in return? Fuck all.
Number 18.
Instantly replying. Now, if she took 12 hours to reply to you, and you instantly respond in 0.3 seconds, all that's going to tell her is that you've been sat by your phone all day, waiting for her to text you. You're going to come off pretty desperate there, aren't you? Now, I've had this myself. Now, I like a woman who shows high interest. Otherwise, why am I wasting my time? But if I've gone hours and hours because I'm busy, and then all of a sudden, 5 seconds later, ping, there she is again. I'm thinking, Jesus, is she just glued to her phone and she's just waiting for me to message her? Alarm bells are going to start ringing. Potential bunny boiler, maybe.
Number 19.
Acting too cool. Now this goes back to the other end of the spectrum again. Now if you're playing it too cool, you're going to come across like a little bit of a robot. You have to engage her emotions, otherwise you're just going to come across a bit dull. Now, short answers and long waits for your response. Yeah, that may work for a little while, but not for long. Why is she going to waste her time on somebody that difficult to get hold of and clearly not interested when she's got billions of options? She's going to be straight on to the next one if she's getting fuck all out of you, you dick. And finally, number 20, shitty profiles. Now, if all your pictures are low quality, you are damaging your potential to get matches. This is your advertisement for you, for dating. You need it to stand out. All your pictures have to be on point because they will nitpick. Because they've got a billion options. Of course they're going to nitpick. Whereas us men will look at a woman's profile and think, oh, I like to tits in that one. She's getting a swipe. They're the other way around. You could have every picture bang on, but she'll see that one that just turns her off. See you in a bit, pal. So make sure all your pictures are on point. It's not selfie after selfie after selfie as well, because that makes you look like Billy No Mates. You want to throw in some pictures of you doing activities, doing stuff, like showing that you're actually interesting. Maybe write down some of your hobbies and interests as well, and if you look like you're leading an exciting life, she's going to want to be a part of that, isn't she? And don't put down that you just like gaming all the time, because she's not going to be into that now, is she? And don't oversell yourself either. I mean this. It's just going to look like you're trying to qualify yourself. Like, yeah, I look like shit, but I'm nice, I'm kind, I'm funny. Let her make her own mind up on these kind of things. Now, there's probably about 1 billion more I could do, but we'll leave it at that. Maybe I might go undercover and start going on a dating site looking at men's. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but maybe I could do a more in-depth video if I did. So I'll have a think about that one. But until then, like the video, comment if you've got some other tips, anything that you know that works for online dating that's worked for you. Let's hear it. Let's get these men educated. Subscribe as well if you haven't, and be the best you, and do it for you. Cheers.